All right, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahweh, Kalpala Yahweh, Bachin Yahweh, Bachin Yahweh Kakadash, the one of the elder apostle, a great militant who will, and serious I take to the oxygen and put to the truth. Across the four corners of the earth to the fear and power of Yahweh, Bachin Yahweh, the hope of elect, I take to the Israelite foreigner that scattered amongst the nations, that believe in the name of Yahweh, Bachin Yahweh, Shalom to the sisters and family that tune into the gospel preached on the whole world, peace and mercy unto you. And who the world inwardly called God is named Yahweh, and who the world inwardly called Jesus Christ is named Yahweh Shai, and where the Hebrew Israelite that consists of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and those in line descendants go back to one of the 12 tribes of Israel due to the scattering amongst the nation. All right, it's the article on RT, Russia Today. It's the Stratcom chief claims nuclear war with Russia or China a real possibility. Say U.S. can't assume strategic deterrent will hold. All right, and pursuant to property, this will happen. All right, a nuclear war. United States of America will go to war with Russia and China, and will end in a nuclear fashion. All right. Now you look at the word deterrent. Deterrent, but it's that in what is that? Uh, yeah, that can't assume strategic deterrent will hold. All right. Now the word deterrent means having the power and tendency to deter. All right. That which deter or tends to deter. All right. Means to turn away or do away. All right. To frighten from, discourage from day away. Terror, frightened, filled with fear. All right. It's in reference to a nuclear weapon from 1954, right? Which is to now, all right. They're not gonna be able to do that no more. Okay, the properties and how about South China put in the fear for them to not be able to deter no more. All right, which they're gonna have to go through with those court to action of wars. All right. And that's according to scripture, according to prophecies. All right, let's go to back to the article. It said the head of the U.S. Strategic Command, that's what STRATCOM stands for, is warning that nuclear war with Russia or China is a real possibility, pointing to the destabilizing behavior of American rival. You also claim the Pentagon is not stuck in the Cold War. STRATCOM, which oversees the U.S. nuclear arsenal, view the probability of nuclear war as low, but with Russia and China advancing their capability and continuing to exert themselves globally, Richard said STRATCOM must understand what's facing. All right, the prophecy. Related to 11 and 14, the second war was past, which was World War II, all right? And behold, the third woe cometh quickly, all right? And that third woe is what we're in right now, all right? Roman destruction, so worldwide destruction. And that destruction going to end with what? Thermonuclear, all right? Ezekiel. Ezekiel 38:1. And the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shai came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy faith against God and the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesied against him. And stay, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. All right, Russia, Turkey, that region. All right. And I will turn thee back and put hook into thy jaw, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy army, horse, and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shield, all of them handling sword. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them. Persia is Iran. All right, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his band, the house of Togarmah of the north quarter, and all his band, and many people with thee, and be thou prepared for thyself down and all thy company that are assembled to thee, and be thou a guard unto them. All right. All right. So, yeah, it was just in there. Just gotta go down. Verse 10, thus saith the Lord, I'm going to jump down to verse 10. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. All right, and it's the thought that being put into these leaders' minds, all right, by Yahweh Shai, by the Holy Spirit, and the angel working, all right, to have these men carry out these plans to attack each other and then ultimately to hit that nuclear button. All right. Verse 11, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages, all right, which is America. So these other nations, they're going to come and attack America, all right, because America, Babylon the Great, is the unwalled village. I will go to them that are at rest. America is at rest, all right? They're naive and oblivious to what's really going on. That dwell safely, all of them dwelling without wall and having neither bars nor gate. To take a foil, to take a prey, to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nation, which have gotten cattle and good that dwell in the midst of the land. All right. So that's the Revelation 18 and Revelation 18 and we go to verse 7. How much he has glorified her, though. All right, let's talk about the whore. All right, Babylon the Great. And lived deliciously, though much torment and sorrow give her. For she stayed in her heart with the mind. I sit a queen. I am no widow and shall see no sorrow. All right, because America ain't been touched. All right, with this type of war. All right. It said, therefore shall her plague come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh who judges her, and how is she going to be utterly burned with fire? Nuclear missile, all right, the ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles, all right. And the king of the earth who hath committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning. All right, the other nation that's in bed with America for the commerce. All right, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city of Babylon, which is America, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. All right, so America will be destroyed. All right, back to Jeremiah 51 and 1. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh shall try, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, with America, against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me, a destroying wind, and that's that nuclear missile, all right, and will descend up to Babylon fanner, that shall fan her and shall empty her land, all right. And the fanner is something that you, like a blower, fireplace, and you help the fire increase, all right. More oxygen, the bigger the fire, all right. The fire feed off of oxygen, all right. So the fanners are those that can help the destruction of America. Thou shalt fan her and shalt empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her around about. And that's what we just read in Revelation 18. All right. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and fear ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. All right, and I forgot the brigandine. Let's look it up real quick. armor. It against him that bended, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted himself up in his brigandine. All right. So the modern name brigandine would be in their soldiers through or their military truck. And fear you not, her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. Thus the flames shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans. All right, America, the elite have control of, and they that are thrust through in her street. For Israel had not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power. All right, which is the Jehovah shall shine of the Lord of hosts. Though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel, all right, which happens, flee out of the midst of Babylon, deliver a man his soul. All right, how you doing that? Coming out of the ways of America. All right, be not cut off in her iniquities. All right, because you don't want to be caught up in the iniquity of America. All right, for the thing that it had done, for it could be destroyed by Yahweh shall shine for his vengeance. For this is the time of the Lord Yahweh shall shine vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense with the payback. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh shall shine hand in Babylon's America. That golden cup was spreading that lie, deceit, homosexuality, Democrat, all that throughout the whole earth. That made all the earth drunken. The nation has drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. All right, including that nation that are mad is Russia and China, along with other countries. Babylon is suddenly falling and destroyed. Howl for her, take bomb for her. As though BET may be hell in Babylon. There's no hell. There's no bomb for America to get back right. All right, it's already in a decline. There's no way of getting it back to its golden days, all right, which was the 50s, all right, actually like the 50s, the 40s and the 50s. It said, but she is not healed, forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reaches to heaven and is lifted up even to the sky. It said, the Lord Yahweh shall try has brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord Yahweh shall try our power. Make bright the arrow, gather the shield with the missile. The Lord Yahweh shall try has raised up the fear of the king of the Mede. All right, where his device is against Babylon. See, so America has no way to deter from what is to come. All right, according to prophecy, because we're reading it right now. All right, it's going to be America going to be destroyed by thermal. It's going to end in a thermal in a thermonuclear manner. All right, by the way of ICBM. For it devices against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh shall shine, the vengeance of his temple. And that's the reason why the scripture said that, behold, I created the mist that basically made these missiles, all right? Because this is all for Yahweh shall shine's sake. All right, this missile is going to be used to carry out judgment, all right? And we're reading about it right now, and mainly on Babylon the Great, which is America. Verse 12, set up the standard upon the wall of Babylon, with the scriptures, all right, the prophecies, and that's what the men of the Lord are doing, all right, setting up the standard. Make the watch strong, and we're doing that. Set up the watchmen, prepare for the ambushes. All right, and we're basically the watchmen on the tower, right, warning the people and telling you that these are prophecies and the scripture that's going to happen. All right, Matthew 24, Luke 21, Mark 13. Okay, the rumors of wars. And for the Lord Yahweh shall had both devices and done that which he spake against the inhabitant of Babylon. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasure, thy end is come in the measure of thy covetousness. All right. The Lord of hosts, let's jump down. It's a lot. I'm going to go straight to the point. It's a lot that goes through on this. I'll go down to 58. It's thus saith the Lord Yahweh shall try to hold the broad wall of Babylon shall be utterly broken, and her high gate shall be burned with fire, and the people shall labor in vain, and the folk in the fire, and they shall be weary. All right, so America's gonna be destroyed, man. There's plenty of more scripture to bring out too, but yeah, it's a lot of verses in the chapter, but we got the point. Okay, so with that, shalom.